Are you thinking of moving to Portland, Oregon and want to live the secluded luxury lifestyle? Well, today we're going to go over 5 different communities in our area where you can rub shoulders with the ultra wealthy. Welcome back to the channel. I am Tim Jackson, and if you're new here, I am an Oregon and Washington licensed realtor. So if you're thinking of flying down, landing at PDX, and you want to check out some neighborhoods, make sure to subscribe and sign up for my headhunters list down below. Starting with the first of 5, we have the West Hills of Portland. The West Hills are timeless, they bring old money, and quite frankly, they're secluded in nature enough to really set themselves apart from the rest of Portland. The West Hills are full of panoramic views and tons of iconic architecture. The roads and the hills really remind a lot of people of kind of like a northwest version of San Francisco. And you are right there in nature. I mean, you've got Forest Park just to your north, you've got the Marquam Nature Reserve, and you also have a lot of timeless architects like Eichler and Rummer that have built in this area, and you've got modern architects that are still pouring their time and energy into these neighborhoods. So you can enjoy timeless and pristine architecture alongside nature. You've got coyotes, deer, and eagles that frequent a lot of these neighborhoods. Now, the hills are also home to some of the best schools. Lincoln High School is renowned amongst Portland as just a really great public high school. It has been for a long time. And the West Hills are just where the historically wealthy have lived. Now, obviously, Portland is just right there, so you're central but secluded. It's no surprise that this $25 million property is currently the most expensive, and it is right across from the Oregon Zoo. This is a beautiful 1930s estate, and they poured $20 million into these renovations. So this is gonna have a lot of, you see the Tudor curves and a lot of the, wow. They just dumped so much into this thing. And funny enough, this thing sold back in the housing crash as a foreclosure. You can see the views just over there. This is what really makes and sets the West Hills apart, and it makes it kind of the ultra wealthy of Portland. Check out the beautiful swimming pool. Man, this property is really something else. It's got a movie room, a basketball court, tons of craftsman finish to this, and you can see the views here as well. You are tucked up in the forest, and so there's really very few homes that you can have like that. And this is an 8-bedroom, 11-bathroom house, and it is over 25,000 square feet. So this is really a quite the property. And yeah, the zoo is right across from you. They say that back in the day, you could hear the elephant bells ringing. Now, a lot of that old money has started to flee the West Hills, and there's actually a lot of new money cropping up. And so the next place we're gonna talk about is in Clackamas County. Number 2 on our list, we have the Waverly Country Club. And the Waverly Country Club is an exclusive golf course in Milwaukee, Oregon, but it butts up against places like Selwood and downtown Milwaukee. But the properties on Waverly Place are just absolutely stunning. And it's kind of a secret how much it costs to join the Waverly Country Club, but rumor has it that it costs about $90,000 just to join. And that's not even mentioning the annual fees.
Now that's a lot of damage!
One of my best friends actually used to be a caddy there in high school. So Waverly Country Club is the 2nd golf course established west of the Mississippi. It started in 1896. So even though West Portland is the old money, Waverly Country Club still has a lot of history behind it. A lot of the homes were built between 1900 and 1950. And the community is really well known to try to preserve the history behind it. Now, I actually know one of the owners. He passed away recently. He was a wonderful man named Terry. This was somebody who was a millionaire who could have been a billionaire. Terry's famous story was always how he turned down a job from Bill Gates when they were just starting up Microsoft. Bill Gates could only offer shares to Terry when he offered them the job of CFO, and Terry turned him down and instead started a successful CPA practice. This is his home right here. It is on the corner of Waverly Drive. It is a ginormous, nearly 17,000 square foot home with 14 entire baths. Unfortunately, the personal estate decided to go for sale by owner, so, you know, the photos aren't going to be the best, but it is a wonderfully renovated home. They redid it in 2009. You can see a lot of custom woodwork throughout it. I have been inside this home for Christmas parties. I knew Terry personally. You can see the country club is just outside the 2-acre property. And this property is actually very, even amongst the country club, it is well known as one of the nicest on the block. So now is your opportunity to pick up one of the best golf course homes in all of Oregon. Number 3 on the list, we have Washington County. While many people know Hillsborough and Beaverton as the headquarters of Nike and Intel, there's actually a ton of wine country and acreage properties butting up against the coastal mountain range further west. You've got communities like Laurel and Bald Peak where you can just get right into the wine country while still having the proximity to the great Silicon Forest. But if you're looking to get closer out to the coast while still being close to all the great vineyards that our great Oregon wine country offers, while also being in close proximity to some of the largest companies in Oregon, then this is definitely an area to look into. Phil Knight himself owns an expansive property out there. Obviously, it's gated and guarded, and he hasn't shown off the inside of it. Phil Knight's house is actually not too far away from the really famous airplane home, which was made out of a commercial jetliner. Now let's actually check out a home near the Tualatin River. It's on 50 acres, a somewhat newer construction. Look at that beautiful wraparound porch. This is a 90s home with beautiful gardens and tons of different outbuildings. You can see that a lot of the value is in the acreage because the home is still kind of dated to the 90s a little bit, but beautiful intricate gardens, lots of details. Obviously, the grounds are what's really going to make this place. And honestly, if you just gave this place a slight modern touch, you're going to have a beautiful wedding venue. You can raise any animals that you want.
Tina, eat. Eat the food.
Man, look at that right there. You could have a little museum there. And these are all the outbuildings. That's the Tualatin River. Really gives you a good sense of the size of this place. So you could even have like a commercial joint happening over here. Now, the 4th exclusive place to live in the Portland area is the Columbia River waterfront in Vancouver. Not only do you get to save on taxes, but this small sliver below Highway 14 along the Columbia River is home to some of the most exclusive properties in the entire Pacific Northwest. So you get to enjoy close proximity to the newly renovated Vancouver waterfront, but you can also jump into your boat on the Columbia River. These riverfront properties are just a great way to vacation at home. And like I mentioned, you can live that dual state tax hack where you can live up in Washington state and not pay state income taxes, and it can put you in a tax bracket that is lower than any of the 50 states. Let's check out a home here. This one is on Evergreen Highway. It is a nearly 10,000 square foot European style 2016 home. Beautiful outdoor entertaining space with a swimming pool, sauna, hot tub. You can just see the beautiful views of the river, and it's got 2 acres. Inside you have tons of modern touches. You can open that up to have the river, and the airport is on the other side of the river there, so you can go plane spotting. You've got a unique double island kitchen here with tons of luxury pieces built in. This home is just under $10 million, and honestly, there's not a lot of homes that come across like this. Beautiful wine cellar with a super swanky bar. You've got your own weight room out there, and check out the different levels here. Let's now get walking to the 5th exclusive place in Oregon. This one is really the king of all of them. While I got you here, just make sure to subscribe if you're looking to move to exclusive neighborhoods like this in the Portland area. and you can sign up for my headhunters list to get tons of properties like the one we're about to see next. So we are in Lake Oswego, Oregon. Lake Oswego is centered around a 405-acre lake where you have lakefront properties. There's really not a single lakefront property that's sold for under $2 million in recent years. Lake Oswego is home to neighborhoods like Lakeview, Country Club North, Forest Hills, and Lake Shore. Lake Oswego also brags really great schools. According to niche.com, Lake Ridge Middle School and Lake Oswego High School are both highly rated. Lake Oswego is also on the top 100 safest cities in the United States. That's right, it ranks at 76th safest, and the only other city in Oregon that beats it is West Lynn. Lake Oswego has also got a cute downtown, thriving, bustling, vibrant little community where there's tons of shopping, restaurants, breweries, coffee shops, and there's even a Coco's Donuts. And if you need anything in Portland, you're only 20 minutes away. And so if you work downtown, you've just got a 20-minute commute down Highway 43. Let's now go check out what $3 million gets you in Lake Oswego. So you're about to get exclusive access inside this beautiful 4,500 square foot Lake Grove home. It's a brand new construction farmhouse style, and we're gonna do a tour in 1 minute or less. All right, let's go. You are greeted by this beautiful front door, which is fully wood. The kitchen has beautiful quartzite countertops with these counter depth windows. And up above, you have a massive skylight.
This is your mudroom, and then check out this massive pantry.
Your gas fireplace has got beautiful stonework. Obviously, this being a farmhouse, they've used a lot of black and white hues to make this home
Pretty contrasted.
The white is not everybody's flavor, but some people love this modern farmhouse style.
Here's your half bath.
Primary bedroom with
Massive closet. I personally find this bathroom slightly oddly shaped, but you've got a nice room for a bathtub and a walk-in shower with beautiful tile work.
this is your second bedroom, which is a Jack and Jill through,
Another full bath.
which leads to your office.
Now we're upstairs where you've got a little wet bar with a family/game room turned into a theater room.
You've got bedroom number 3 here. Number 4, your 5th bedroom.
And this is your last bath up here.
Massive sliding doors that lead out to your backyard entertainment space.
Wow.
People say communities like Lake Oswego are dying because recently a judge just ruled in favor of the entire public accessing Lake Oswego. No longer do private Lake Oswego residents have exclusive access to the lake. So let's go and check out 3 bonus areas where I think the up and coming luxury market is about to hit. So first, we're going to start off with the Oak Hills neighborhood. The Oak Hills neighborhood is home to tons of beautiful mid-century homes. It's just south of Bethany. It's next to the Claremont Golf Club, and there's also Pumpkin Ridge just further up Highway 26. The Oak Hills neighborhood has a beautiful layout, very wide streets, and they'll have neighborhood 4th of July parties. I actually helped purchase this beautiful mid-century modern Rummer home, which has an atrium in the middle. So also there's a lot of great architecture that was built in that area. This neighborhood has already gained a lot of attention. This home sold for just over $1 million, but my clients are excited because they honestly see it reaching $2 million in their lifetime. Now you'll notice that almost every neighborhood we've mentioned so far has been on the west side, but this next area I think is really going to explode, and it's the Oregon City acreage areas. So we're talking places down near South End Road, all the homes on Beaver Lake with their beautiful gated community. There are a lot of homes that you can get between 1 to 3 million in that community. I actually showed this home that you're seeing right here, and we wrote a $4.7 million cash offer on this home. The seller was the CEO of our multi-level marketing company, and naturally they got greedy. This was an off-market deal. I helped my buyer try to secure. The seller got greedy and they tried to list it for $7 million. They ended up selling it for $4.7 million 2 years later. So, you know, I guess that just shows you how much they knew about the real estate that they had. Now, this third and final place that we're going to talk about is the Hawkinson Brush Prairie area. Napoleon Dynamite, or the actor that played him, actually bought up there in 2020.
Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner.
And this is a beautiful Hawkinson home. The guy that developed the downtown waterfront actually built and sold that place. Tons of beautiful estate acreage properties up in that area. Camas, Washougal, and that Columbia Riverfront aren't the only areas where luxury is taking off in Washington. Hawkinson and the Brush Prairie area are other places where you can get lovely $1 million acreage properties. Now, like I've mentioned, I have helped people out in several multi-million dollar properties. Not only did I help secure that Rummer home, I helped secure a $2.1 million Lincoln City beachfront home pictured here. So if you're looking to bump shoulders, rub elbows with the millionaires and billionaires of the Portland area, be sure to subscribe to follow more great insight like this. Sign up for my headhunters list where you can get great deals on homes. And this is going to be stuff that Zillow and Redfin aren't going to show you. Watch one of these videos next, and I'll see you next week.